So we will be looking at auto layout in Xcode 10 with Swift 5. Auto layout can be used for responsive UI design, and I've created an application here just to show you. So this is the orientation, and we have our object placed right in the center, and the size of the object is like that. Now when I change the screen size to -4s, so the size of the object also changes according to the screen size and the orientation as well. So the object is just at the center where we want it to be, or it can be anywhere else where we want it to be, and the object remains there with the responsive design unit. And responsive in a sense that with the change in the screen size, the size of the object also changes. So we'll get started by creating or adding a view, and let's just place this view in the center and select a nice color which can be seen. Custom color of that will be fine. And I want to place these objects horizontally and vertically, and I like to have a constant width and a constant height. So now when we change the orientation of this object, the object will stay right in the center despite of the screen size, as you can see. But this is a static approach of placing objects with auto layout. Now static means that the size of the object remains the same. It remains static. It doesn't change according to the screen size. So as you can see here, for the iPad with very large screen size, the size of the object is still the same, and even for iPhone 4 the object size remains the same. So what we can do here is we can just to add the dynamism in this approach of placing object with auto layout, we can, let's see, we can delete the width, we can delete the height as well, and we can add aspect ratio, and then we can add a trailing space to the safe area. Now what happens is size of the object will change according to the screen size, and it is maintaining a constant space. As you can see it here, the space is constant. And let's see the property here. So trailing to the safe area, and we have constant of 40. I want to increase this to 100 and see what happens. When I increase the constant of the safe area to 100, the size of this object decreases, and maintaining the trailing space to 100. Now the problem here is with the orientation changed. Now when I change the orientation, this is maintaining a constant 100 to the trailing space, whereas the height of this object will not be what it would be preferred. So what we can do to change the height of this object accordingly would be adding a bottom space similar to what we added earlier. And let's see, so it's giving some errors here with the red lines. So what we can do is we can introduce size classes here, and we can add a size class for any width and compact height, and add variation, but this will not be activated when the object is in portrait mode. So I'll just uncheck the box. Whereas for the bottom alignment constraint, I like to add constant of 100 for here as well, and I'll add another size class for compact width or any size of width and compact height, and I'll just add the variation. And when the object is in landscape mode, I don't want the general constraints to be installed or to be used, so I'll just uncheck the box, and we have all the warnings and errors gone away. And when I switch to the orientation of this device, then the object is placed nicely, and when I change the device as a whole, so the object is maintaining 100 of trailing space and 100 of trailing space when the object is in the portrait mode, and when I switch to the landscape mode, it is maintaining the 100 bottom space to the safe area from this object. So in this way we can have the responsive UI design in iOS application development with Xcode and auto layouts, and once you have learned it, then it will come easy and handy to you and things will go smooth. So this is it. This is how we add responsive UI design in iOS with Xcode and Swift 5. Not much of use of code though, using only storyboards and auto layouts. So this much for this video. Let's wrap it up here.